In rural areas of southwest China's Guizhou province, many women are left behind as their husbands go to work in big cities. It used to be very difficult for them to make money and take good care of their families, but now they can start their own businesses at home thanks to small loans provided by the local government and financial institutions. Let's take a look.
Living in a small village in South Guizhou, Liang Xuemei, like many other rural women, has to take care of the rest of her family while her husband is working in another province. It is not an easy task for the woman with limited education. Sometimes she has no money left in her pocket. Liang made up her mind to change the situation in 2001. She used all her savings and borrowed 40,000 yuan from relatives to start up a chicken farm. Starting with around 500 chickens, her business grew rapidly. Liang wanted more money so she could expand the chicken farm, and learned a local bank was offering small loans to start up business women like her. With the help of the local Women's Federation, she was able to get a loan for 80,000 yuan to buy incubators and expand her business. The government helped her pay the interest. After paying off her debt, her next goal is to save money so her 2 children can get a better education.
I think the small loan policy is great for us. The government covers the interest. So loans are no longer a burden for us. We can save more money for our families.
In China's rural areas, starting a business is more difficult for women than it is for men. Apart from the lack of funds and technology, women face more problems such as striking a balance between business and family. Guizhou is home to a large number of migrant workers in Beijing, Shanghai, Guangzhou, and other major cities. While men work far from their families, women usually stay home to take care of children and the elderly. Starting a business seems like a very good way to bring more income to their families. But in the past, they were usually held back by financial difficulties. Since 2009, the Chinese government has been implementing a subsidized loan policy for rural women nationwide in a bid to help them out of poverty. The plan has brought hope to many hardworking women like Liang. The All China Women's Federation and its branches scattered around the country is one of the organs carrying out this plan. Its job is to make sure women who need money for their businesses can quickly get small loans from banks.
In our country, this is the first time that special loans have been handed out to women only. In addition, the central government will pay the interest on them, all the interest. It comes from the state budget. Moreover, the amount of this kind of loan is usually higher than other kinds. Now women in the countryside have the chance to make money using their talents and skills.
Some scholars say the policy means more than financial assistance to rural women. It also helps improve women's social status in rural China and has a positive influence on the country's next generation.
On the one hand, the small loan policy brings our society one step further towards fairness. It gives everyone equal opportunity. On the other hand, every woman will become a mother someday. Their own development will have a positive influence on their children. It's not only a family issue. We must see this from a long-term perspective.
However, some women are cautious about government-subsidized loans. Although they want to start a business, they still hesitate to apply for a loan. 36-year-old Chen Guihua, who lives in the same county as Liang Xuemei, was a pioneer in business among the women in her village. She started a pig farm a few years ago using the money that her husband sent back from working in the city. Recently, she got a government-subsidized loan of 5,000 yuan to start raising chickens. Like Liang, she has run short of money while trying to expand her chicken farm. But she doesn't intend to apply for more loans.
I also own a pig farm. I'm planning to squeeze some money out of my pig farm and put it into my chicken farm.
Chen says she's still feeling uncertain about government-subsidized loans. According to Yang from the Women's Federation of Guizhou, local women's fears are related to the stereotype of loans. They worry that once their business fails, the bank will take away everything they have.
They lack experience and confidence. They're afraid that their projects might fail and they won't be able to pay off their debt.
Yang added that people still don't know much about the small loan policy yet. Some consider it a new type of financial assistance, and some even think all women will be given the money unconditionally.
Some people think all female citizens in this country can get loans by filling out some papers, with no additional conditions. The government will not be able to afford that. It's not practical. So we must consider how to make the operation more rational.
Professor Lin said government-subsidized loans in China are still in an early stage, and it's unrealistic to try to satisfy every need. The government and the banks tend to choose those candidates who are not only in need of money, but also have the potential to succeed and influence others. Fu Yihong is a perfect example. Fu used to go with her husband to Guangzhou, a large city in South China, where they ran a small business selling toys. But after the financial crisis in 2008, she decided to come home and start her own business.
The beginning was the most difficult. I turned to the government and they helped me get loans.
Fu started a pig farm in 2009. Her business has continued to expand. It had some trouble in 2010 due to lack of funds. After consulting with the local Women's Federation, Fu got a loan of 100,000 yuan, which got her through her difficulties. Now her pig farm has over 800 pigs. This year, the pig farm is expected to have revenues of more than 1 million yuan. She has hired 18 workers, and 12 of them are local women struggling to make more money for their families. Her husband has returned home to help with the business. Fu was given a large loan because she has business experience and her farm provides jobs for other rural women. More importantly, her success can encourage more women to pursue their own careers.
You can't expect every one of them to be successful. But if 1 out of 10 becomes something wonderful, it will have a very positive influence on all the local women.
As of November, financial institutions in Guizhou had issued 1.25 billion yuan in government-subsidized loans, providing business or job opportunities for nearly 89,000 women. The local government also provides training to these women on how to use the money wisely. Experts suggest that more financial institutions should be involved in this project.
Banks and other financial institutions should see that it is not a charity case. The women that they help today could become their major client in the future.
At the annual Economic Work Conference in mid-December, the Chinese government said the country must take new advances and breakthroughs in transforming China's economic development model, deepening reform and improving people's lives. The changes in women's lives in Guizhou echo these guidelines. They all work extremely hard towards a better life, and the small loan policy has fueled their dreams. Liang Xuemei's chicken farm now serves as an example of the county's anti-poverty efforts. She has become a role model for all rural business women. Still afraid of loans, Chen Guihua is now being trained in chicken breeding techniques. The local Women's Federation is also trying to persuade her to expand her business confidently. As for Fu Yihong, the most experienced businesswoman, she has registered her own pork brand and opened several chain stores in the county. Next, she wants to take her brand to the provincial capital of Guiyang.